If the 2.5 I am gonna be earning here, maybe below 2.5 or something, it's all dependent on how many customers come and uh, take our services and whatsoever. Uh, if the 2.5 was given to someone who doesn't have a plan, or someone who doesn't have a vision of what he's going to do with that 2.5, or someone who's actually into lifestyle, who just think it's the right time in your 20s or in your early 20s while you are still broke to focus on lifestyle, to focus on like having the latest Gucci, or the latest okay, no, Gucci is something that's for 2.5, or the latest Nike, what is this word, uh, or the latest Nike sneakers and whatsoever, or someone who's very concerned with the drip and whatsoever, uh, or status. You understand? There's this status that is there's a status that a lot of people are trying to maintain. A lot of kids my age, 20 years of age, okay, I'm 21 this year, are trying to maintain. You understand? If I was someone who was focused on that, this 2.5 wouldn't be enough for me. You understand? I'd be like, man, 2.5 is not enough. Let me make an example. There was someone in my neighborhood, where I lived, where I live, a following. I think he was earning about 4,000, twice much as I earn, and very, he was very unsatisfied with that amount. You understand? He was not content with each and everything. You understand? The amount, the time he has to wake up, go to work, and whatsoever. You understand? He wasn't satisfied with the 4 point something he was earning. You understand? And he just decided, fuck off, I'm gonna quit. You understand? If it was someone who was informed and had a plan, he would have became something. You understand, with that 4.5, man. It's just that the problem is they are too focused on like wearing expensive clothes, like they're maintaining a status in that neighborhood, in our neighborhood, or trying to become something, uh, or trying to become something that a lot of girls want and something like that. You understand? What the fuck is that? You understand? They are trying to. Sorry about that. Uh, they are trying to impress a lot of people in our neighborhood, people who are broke as themselves. You understand? If I was someone like that, if I was in the same bracket of earning as him, I would have maximized, man. You understand? I wouldn't have bought any clothes as I'm currently. I do not have clothes. A lot of people bought clothes December. A lot of people bought swords, and I decided to buy a laptop. You understand? I needed a laptop, man. I needed a laptop. Shit. I needed a laptop. You understand? I needed that shit for my SMMA journey. You understand? I didn't need the clothes, man. I do not need the clothes, man. I do not need to look good for people in my neighborhood and whatsoever. You understand? I just want to feel good knowing I have money, enough money. So even if I buy clothes, I know that I, even if the next thing comes out, I won't be like, I don't have any money for it. You understand? I just want to have uh, the satisfying emotions of knowing, fuck, I have money, I can buy that. You understand? So for me, it's not about buying clothes and whatsoever. Even my friends this December bought a lot of clothes. You understand? They invested a lot of money going out. Going I'm not bad mouthing them. I'm just telling you what they did. You understand? So they were going out and whatsoever, and I saved each and every penny I was given or I had to buy a laptop. You understand? Because it is the most essential thing currently for me. You understand? For it is the prerequisites of my journey starting. You understand? So I just had to buy it. And currently right now I am saving for a laptop. Sorry, I'm saving for the course that I want to take. You understand? So yeah, man, the 2.5 for me is enough. And I know some people might say, man, you're just trying to sugarcoat the situation you're in or something. You're just trying to make yourself not feel bad for earning that certain type of amount. Okay, yeah, you might say that, but that's not actually true. And I'm just sharing my journey in a sense. Uh, I just only need it because it is. because the other portion I'm gonna get it from my brother. He said go and get the first portion and give you the second portion of the money, in a sense. So dog, go and get the first half of the money and I'll give you the second half of the money, in a sense. So as I'm in this job, I'm doing something like that. So yeah, man. That dude I was telling you about, he was very discontent. I don't know if that's the word, or dissatisfied with his job, this 4.5 job and whatsoever. He paid for someone, and I understand if I was in his position with his mentality, I would also be discontent or dissatisfied with the job or whatsoever. But with my mentality, I would have maximized that amount of money, man. 4,000 a month, 4.5 actually. I think he was earning 4.5 actually, and I think it's 1.5 for transports and all that, and I think the other 3,000 or something. No, the 2.5. 2.5. Yeah, I think is left. No. Let me calculate. So 4.5 minus 500 minus 1,000. Yeah, man, it's 3,000. The dollar max. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's 3,000, man. I think he's left with 3,000, my guy. You understand? He's left with 3,000, dog. He doesn't provide for his family. He doesn't have a child. He doesn't have anything for himself, man. That 3K a month is something, dog. I can fucking maximize with that amount of money, man. Listen, I can fucking maximize, man. I'd work for like 4 or 5 months, 3, 6, 9, 12. So that is 12,000, man. You understand? That is 12,000, dog. I can maximize with that amount of money, my dog. You understand? And I understand why he was infuriated when he was giving, or continuously given 4.5 each and every month. That is so small for someone who's just gonna use that money for lifestyle purposes and all that. But for someone who's very informed, that is something, man. You can use that money to become the person you want to be, man. You just have to use the very same cash you're getting from that shitty job and just buy a course, learn a skill. You understand? That is what I am gonna be doing. You understand? So yeah, I so wish that a lot of people understood, man. I so wish that a lot of people who got jobs that underpay them could understand that a job is not something you use to fund a lifestyle. It's not something you use to be stuck in the lifestyle servitude cycle or whatsoever. Understand? So it's not something you use to be enslaved by a lifestyle. Just simplified the lifestyle servitude phrase or whatsoever. So yeah, man, I just so wish, man, that people would use that money and buy courses and improve, man. Buy a code 14 at least, save up for code 14 and at least get a better job and whatsoever. Or maybe within the factory you are working in, you just buy courses, if there are courses inside that might make you improve or earn much more. You understand? It's just something like that, dog. So it's just they do not fucking understand, dog.